Hey guys, welcome back to FPL. It's game week 2 coming up, and we're going to review our game week 1 bench boost team. We're going to be planning our transfers. If we make any transfers, we're going to be looking at all that stuff. It's back, so let's get into it. So game week 1, as you can see, the average points were 50 points. We got 78 points, and the highest game week scoring was 131. We'll look at all that in a bit. But let's always jump in. Most transfers in and out. De Crépy from Brighton, the left back. Mahat Sangare, who we've been raving about all pre-season. João Pedro, Calafiori and Palmer. Most outs being Pedro Porro, Gibbs White, Watkins, Konza and Gokares. Now, I'm assuming the Konza's was the Aston Villa version. But still, I wouldn't be jumping on that train just yet. Watkins officially left this morning, so that's why a lot of people have been transferring them out over the weekend. But let's get into it. So, highest points, 78 points. Let's look at it. This was our team, and it was a very, very good team. Lemons in goal, disappointed. Man United, disappointed. And we'll kind of go over that. Lemons, Bruno Fernandes and Bemo didn't really have a great game against Hull City. With Captain Bruno, didn't perform. Bemo didn't perform either. Coming up against Ipswich this week, I think they should be able to do a lot better at home. But we'll get on to that, whether they're playing or not this week. In left back, it was Sunderland versus Ipswich Town, who actually got picked up a huge win against Sunderland. So that was very disappointing for Hummel, but is playing as a right back, but can convert into a right winger. So for now, he is in good form. Calafiori, 9 points, got a goal. Got an assist, got a clean sheet, and obviously played 80 minutes, which meant he got the 2-point bonus. Nico Williams, on the other hand, Nottingham Forest did lose that game. Did play 2 minutes, but that was disappointing because that was a game that we were really targeting for Forest before potentially transferring him out. Bruno got 2 points plus captain, which was 4 points. Soboslai got a penalty at the end of the game, which was very good. Other than that, it would have been a disaster for him. And then Granit Xhaka, a man that we brought in, got assists, got bonus points, got DEFCON points and minutes played. Kind of just helps gain that extra points. So 9 points on there. João Pedro, 11 points. He got a goal and assist in that game against Fulham. Haaland, again, played 90 minutes but did nothing. And Bobby also didn't do anything, only playing 66 minutes there, which is a very big worry for us if he's only playing that minutes. Bench boost wise, it was a good one. I say it was a good one. It was 14, 22, 20, 26 points on the bench boost, which would have got us 22, would have got us 50, what was it, 22, 50? Yeah, we got 56 points. So, not too bad. But yeah, still above average, but it was a good week with the bench boost. I expect a lot of people will be bench boosting this week. So hopefully we can get a good performance and stay above people. Moving on to, obviously, I guess, transfers. We've got one free transfer and I'm looking to roll it. Like I said, I planned this team for a good 3-4 weeks. So we can roll those transfers before having to make real changes. Is there transfers that I could potentially want? Yes. For example, Cody was good. Krupy was good. Have gone up in price as well. Cole Palmer was a player that I looked at potentially, but it's about using smart transfers rather than taking points early in the season to get these players in. So yeah, at the minute, no transfers being made, which means we'll just play our normal team, which means it probably will go into pick team. Lemons in goal against Ipswich. I'm hoping for that clean sheet. for Manchester United this week. I do expect Man United to be a lot better. Could Ipswich get some goals? Yes, but I'm taking that risk on Lemon rather than Kinski, who has not been great in Spurs so far. In defence, it's a bit of a rough one because it's about who we want to play. And I think Hummel against Fulham is probably the best one. Calafiori, we're going to play no matter what. And Ija against Leeds is another game where they should do well. Which means we're keeping the three at the back. 4 midfielders. I could potentially bring in Granit Xhaka. I'm not definite on this, but I could potentially bring it Xhaka in for Bobby, who again we saw him only played 66 minutes. It would mean I still would have a Sunderland player in the team, but yeah, I'm not 200% sure, but I think I probably would make that change to Bobby. If I was going to change this team. But at the minute it's 4 in the midfield. Bruno Fernandes remains the captain despite not doing anything against Hull. I still think he has the best upside and the best attacking returns and best ways of getting points, whether that's DEFCON, assists, goals, and etc. Brian Mbemo remains in the team. Had some good chances, had some one-on-ones, didn't get the shots off that he needed to, but in the right positions, and hopefully will start as the number 9 this week rather than starting on the right wing, then moving into that forward number 9 position. Szoboszlai comes in as, again, was that good player for Liverpool, so hopefully he can get some points. Sangare, a beast. Is he going to probably do as much as he did last week? I'm not 100% sure, but I still expect him to get maybe some DEFCON points, at least 90 minutes played, and maybe if he can get another assist, that would be very, very nice. Moving up to the front three then, João Pedro is a lock, Erling Haaland is a lock. I'm not captaining Erling Haaland because I still don't think he's ready to go. He didn't have many chances in that game last week. And obviously the Community Shield was a big kind of effect. But I think he will be my captain next week, which means Bobby is in the team at the minute, but could be swapped out for Granit Xhaka. Which means let's look at the leagues because we are top of the league, which is very, very nice. But let's look at some other teams that did very well. So we'll have to look at Vikings, who were in second, 77 points, 1 point behind. He used a bench boost as well. He went for Bruggen with 6 points. He also had Calafiori. He went Maguire and Nico Williams. Lafay, Bruno Fernandes, Odegaard, so he captained Odegaard as well. Odegaard was a good pick from him, I give him that. Tolise, Calvin Lewin, Haaland, João Pedro, Kinski, Ballard, Sangare, and Mukovic. So it's a little bit different team to what we've got, but it's a very, very nice team. But yeah, some decent picks, which you want to see in FPL. We'll look at Emily Turner, who is a new manager in the league this year, a good friend of mine. She's got Donnarumma in goal, Gahey and O'Reilly, so she's very heavy on that Man City. Gabriel as a good captain option there. Milenkovic as well from Forest. She's obviously a Chelsea fan, so she's got Palmer, Rodgers and Pedro, which is a great front combined three to have. Verts as a Mateta, Sells, Hall, Bergwijn and Everson. If I had to look at this team, as they would be a definitely sell, I'd look to get Sangare in. And Florian Wirtz I probably would downgrade as well. Probably just back to Szoboszlai. But yeah, overall, good team, and it's something different to the template of what people are going for. No Haaland, maybe she's looking to free hit or wildcard in week 3 or 4. We'll look at Zach. I know he would want to be featured in the video. 63 points, a good start from him. He's going solo this year. I'm not helping him this year. I do think I will absolutely smash him off the park, but it's a decent side. Rayo with 6 points. Gahey with 10 points, which is a good one. He did say, I did tell him don't go Spurs. He is a Spurs fan, so he decided to go against that, and I think he's already looking to transfer the two players out. Nico Williams, again, everyone's kind of took that hit on Nico Williams, and he didn't perform. Forest didn't perform. Szoboszlai, Rodgers, Bruno Fernandes, and Ndiaye. Haaland, João Pedro, good. His bench is very weak, which I've said, he doesn't want to play with players that can rotate in and out, which is fair enough because then you don't have to risk players losing points on bench. However, you do have suspensions, injuries, you are very limited in that suspense. But everyone to their own, which is fair enough. But a good side from Zach. I like it. I like the Rodgers shout. It's different. He's got Ndiaye, which was a good one as well. So yeah, but the Spurs players need to go. Newly manager, we'll look at Jake, another friend of mine, 53 points. He's got Pickford in goal, which is a good one. And Cappier 5, I would probably transfer that one out. I'd look at Calafiori. I'd look at someone else, White, Machera as well. Go or Konza if you can get that. If he does play this week. Shaw is a good one. Again, you're looking at Man United. They didn't perform, but very well. If I was going to go for Man United, I would swap that to Mbemo rather than Cunha, but everyone to their own. Weeknams, yeah, it's fine. Talise is a good player. Haaland, João Pedro, Bobby, so he's on the same front three as me. Andres Santos, I'm not too sure about that one, but if you're going for a cheap one, it's fair enough. But yeah, interesting side from Jake. And then, yeah, we'll look at bottom of the league. Not a great one, but let's see what he could have done. So Lemons in goal. It's unfortunate. Guardiola 9 points, fair enough. Van Dijk 2 points. Again, unfortunate against Newcastle. Maguire. So okay, he's already unfortunate on the United shout. Session, I think that's a bad pick. Cunha again, I'd look elsewhere. Maybe go to Florian Wirtz, something like that, or Mbemo. Rodgers, okay. Szoboszlai's good. McGinn, I'm not 200% sure. Isaac, Haaland, I'd look to get rid of Isaac. Yes, he looked quite good, but not taking penalties. That's on Szoboszlai. Go João Pedro. Use some of that extra money. You would have another 150 million to improve. Maybe McGinn. He's benched King and Gonzalo from Fulham. He's a friend of Zach, so I have to find out what team he supports. He looks to be quietly high on Fulham, who I think they're going to get relegated or potential relegated, and it looks like he's a Fulham fan. So fair enough, you back your team. I don't mind it, but in FPL, I think you do need to look at other teams rather than your team that you support. But yeah, so far, top of the league, that is good for us. If you do want to get involved in the league code is going to be over here. Might have to zoom in just so they can pick up the code there. Come and join. See if you can beat me in Game Week 2 and overtake me. Or am I going to be top of the league once again for Game Week 2? But overall, that is our team selection for Game Week 2. Like I said, the only real change I'll be looking to make is maybe Bobby to Granit Xhaka, just because I know he's going to play 90 minutes and can have that DEFCON ability. But overall, a very good week for us. Top of the league, 78 points. And we didn't actually look at the best team, which was 130. So we'll just look at that before we end today's video. 131, it was a bench boost. Of course, it was for Bruggen, 6 points. O'Reilly, 2. Ben White and Gabriel, so good Arsenal clean sheets. Semenyo, Palmer, Odegaard, and Dio, Bruno Fernandes. Georgia Rudiger, Pedri, Trafford, De Krupi, Makovic, and Emerson. So his bench boost was obviously 9, 15, 24, 70, 34, 41 points on the bench boost. So if you took 41 off that, it would be 90 points. 90 points, which is still good enough. Anyway, probably. So overall, that's a good squad. It obviously worked out with the Palmer shout. No Bruno, he's got Bruno Fernandes. No Haaland, no. So I guess he might be wildcarded, or would have to transfer players out to afford Haaland in game week 3 against Coventry, or he could go elsewhere without Haaland. But I've gone years without Haaland at the start, and it always ends bad. So for that, guys, that is going to be game week 2. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Get involved in the league. Come and join us. Send it to your friends, family, schoolmates, whatever it is, and come and try and beat me off the top spot. For now, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week for our review. If you haven't already watched me and Zach's Premier League predictions for this week, it's always a banger watching me and Zach go to head-to-head. So, yeah, get involved.